Welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Adventure Comics number 353, published in February 1967, with story by Jim Shooter and art by Kurt Swan. And I accidentally didn't show the final page of issue 352, so here it is: the Legionnaires and their evil allies face the most awesome, terrifying menace of all time in a titanic battle that rocks the universe. Don't miss Conquest or Death. So here is the cover of issue 353. One of the Legionnaires on this cover will die. You'll be shocked by the identity of the doomed Legionnaire, and it's not a lie. Can you imagine the FBI teaming up with the Mafia? Can you picture Uncle making a pact with Thrush? That's a dated reference. Pretty unlikely, eh? But no more unlikely than what's happening here. The Legion of Superheroes forming an alliance with the Fatal Five. Their objective to destroy the monstrous Sun Eater, and that's about as easy as catching a tiger with a butterfly net. This time, all the superheroes can't possibly come out of the battle alive. One is fated to be the doomed Legionnaire. So to recap, we have a Sun Eater coming towards our solar system, a galaxy-destroying Sun Eater, and the Legionnaires reached out to various superheroes from around the galaxy with no success, so they have decided to team up with the Fatal Five, who were just separate criminals, but they are ridiculously powerful. So they're going to try and use their assistance to stop the Sun Eater. This is Tharok. Because of my superior brain, half human, half robot, I'll take command. All of you criminals and legionnaires will take orders from me. But first, I must get an idea of your powers. All right, legionnaires, each give Tharok a quick sample of... Sit down. I know your capabilities. It's these outlaws I'm speaking of. So Mano and Persuader get into a bit of an argument and a scuffle. Enough of this. Proceed, Mano. Sit down. Persuader, your turn will come to prove your boast. So Mano shows that he is able to regulate his power to destroy anything from this small block of steel to an entire planet. He also is extraordinarily fast and can stop hyper missiles with his hand. Impossible. They were traveling at fantastic speeds, yet he stopped them all. Impossible, not for Mano. My great speed and awesome power make me supreme. So Persuader is not... He's a bit ill-tempered. So he decides to just chop off Mano's hand, but misses. And throws this hunk of metal, pinning him to the wall, but Mano can simply use his hand to disintegrate it. Both of these two have incredible weapons. Mano with his hand, Persuader with his axe, but even without their weapons, they're still extraordinarily powerful. We must stop them. They'll kill each other. Leave them alone. They're too evenly matched to do any harm. That seems unlikely. And I can observe them under actual combat conditions. So they're going at it. Seem very equally matched. Mano disintegrates the floor underneath him, but Persuader cuts gravity so that he can leap back up, and then they meet. I would have thought that Persuader probably would have chopped his hand off, but apparently it is the irresistible object meeting the invincible object meeting the irresistible force. No more senseless brawling. You two will wreck the ship. So the Emerald Empress uses her power to kind of cuff them. Release us, woman, or your pretty throat will feel my blade. I echo the Persuader, Empress. Let us go or incur my wrath. Look out, Validus is getting mad. So Validus starts going kind of crazy. He's said to be the most powerful of all of them, although I have to wonder what would happen if he got the full brunt of Persuader's axe or Mano's hand. I have seen enough of your powers. Retire to your quarters. I must be alone to plan. So Superboy says, all right, then, it's settled. We patrol the corridors tonight to prevent possible trouble. So Mano goes out and he makes his way into the Emerald Empress's room and tries to make a deal with her. I have a proposition for you, Empress. You and I could work together to take over this ship and escape to another galaxy. Together we could rule the universe. These two are super powerful, but I don't... That seems unlikely. You're a fool, Mano. It would never work. We're too much alike. We'd always be at each other's throats. So maybe I'll convince you. But she uses her emerald eye to kind of cuff him again and then knocks him from the room. Oof, you haven't heard the last of this, Empress. Nothing really, just a small difference of opinion. Come in, Superboy. I want to talk to you. I can't. I'm on duty. So she makes him an offer to leave the Sun Eater to the rest of them and conquer her home planet. But obviously, Superboy declines. You refuse? Perhaps this will convince you. So she pulls out the hunk of kryptonite she had in the previous issue, but along comes Cosmic Boy and kind of breaks things up. Superboy, I've been looking all over for you. Tharox called us all to the conference room. He has a plan. So he outlines his plan. The scheme is simple, of course. The course of the Sun Eater is here, towards Sol. But if Sunboy is placed here on a floating space platform, his sun power might lower it to one side. Then the Persuader stationed here will divide the monster into 8 sections with his energy-slicing axe, and the rest of you can destroy the individual pieces. I will supervise the operation. But he says it won't work. They're simply not powerful enough. So he's going to use this device to amplify their powers, including Superboy and Validus. So they all get in these tubes, and Tharok is true to his word. It does exactly what he claims it's going to do, which will boost their powers for 3 days. But he also has something in there that will cause Validus to be mentally controlled by him. And Validus, again, is seen as the most powerful of all the Fatal Five. Such power, it's all I can do to keep from bursting into flame. Yow, I'd better turn off my supermagnetism before I pull the ship apart. The Sun Eater is due to arrive tomorrow, but now we're ready. I suggest we get a good night's sleep. We'll need our wits tomorrow. So the Fatal Five decide to have their own little meeting. What's this secret meeting for anyway? I'm sick of your idiotic orders. I'm leaving. Now's my chance to test my influence over Validus. You're not going anywhere, is he, Validus? Validus, eh? You will stay. My fellows. He follows my slightest suggestion. I knew he would come in handy. But I still wonder what would happen if Persuader just chopped his hand off. The Legionnaires brought us together to save the galaxy, and we will, for ourselves. We'll conquer it, kill those Legion fools, and rule it. No, I need Superboy to conquer my planet for me. She's got one-track mind. Bah, we will conquer 100 planets for you, Empress. Now all of you pledge your allegiance to the Fatal Five. The next morning is dawn, and doom slowly creep up on the tense and breathless earth. 10 mighty figures mount space platforms and prepare to face a foe 1,000,000,000 times their strength. There it is. Great. Cygnus, it's 1,000,000 miles away, but it's so huge. It still looks gigantic. It's traveling at immense speed. I'd better start sunning it up or it'll pass our trap. But after anxious moments of radiating his full solar power, it isn't turning my sun power, even increased, isn't enough to draw it from its course towards Sol. But it must be. A galaxy is at stake. I'll try harder. It must turn. I cannot fail now. Slowly, ponderously, the monster slows its advance, then turns and enters the trap. Will Tharok's plan work? Will our heroes and villains triumph? Will you please turn to part 2 and find out? Good job to Jim Shooter. I have to say, this is the best Legion story I've read in a long time. So I think his skills have definitely improved. We'll see what happens in the final section of this story.